Let's talk about taking care of our corn crop. You need to know your corn crop as well as you know your kids, if you really want to manage it well. A lot of people like to put it in the field, get it up, get it going, and then they forget about it. Especially today with Roundup Ready technology. You spray it, you go, you leave, you don't come back. I want to challenge you to get there once a week. Take a look at your crop, see what's going on. If you're not in that field every week, you better be there every 8 days. 4 key growth stages. Germination and emergence. This is where we're going to determine what our potential ear count's going to be for the season. From V6 to V7, this is when that corn plant's going to determine how many rows it's going to have on each ear. This is primarily a genetic driven trait. A hybrid's either going to have 16 rows or it's going to have 18 rows. But if you put it under stress, you can take rows off. From V15 to VT, this is basically that time frame from waist to shoulder high up to tasseling. That's when we determine how many kernels per row we're going to have, the length of the ear. So making sure that plant has all of its nitrogen, is insect-free, disease-free, weed-free during that window, really, really critical. And then R1 to R2, when we're actually pollinating and setting those kernels. Your maximum yield potential in that field is the day that you're pollinating kernels. From that point forward, you're not going to have the opportunity to improve yield anymore. You can only retain what you've got. So you need to do everything in your power before then to keep those plants stress-free. As we look at yield again, number of ears times the number of rows per ear times the number of kernels per row, divided around 90,000. There's about 90,000 kernels in a bushel, give or take. That's what your yield's going to be. By the time you're at R3, you can go out and make this calculation and know with fairly good reason where you're going to be. I mentioned seed treatments earlier. I won't put a corn crop or a soybean crop in the field without all the seed treatments on it that I can get. Fungicide protection, insect protection, spend the money. It's worth every penny that you can put into it. You can't afford to lose a single plant out there. Protect them.